Welcome to Tech Tuesday, where we bring you technology insights that power the equipment finance industry.
I'm Kate Henley, and this is Tech Tuesday. For the next few weeks, we're switching up our format a little bit. We pointed a camera at our CEO, Kristian Dolan, and Director of Product, David Trost, and let them talk with no agenda. And honestly, it's pretty good. Just two people who've spent a lot of time in equipment finance, talking through the stuff that comes up when you're building and running a lending operation. Today, they're getting into automation, specifically the kind that nobody actually trusts. Lenders have everything they need right now to take a deal from application to funded without a single human touching it. So why isn't that happening? Turns out it's less of a technology problem than you'd think. Let's get into it.
Well, I think it's pretty rare that even though the technology exists to take a deal from app to funded, fully automated, that happens in practice. The most common use case is to set a floor for auto declines or to auto score an application, but still have a underwriter come in and do that final approval. I don't really think it's a risk question, almost as much as like a sales question of like making sure that every deal is going through, has the best opportunity to actually fund. It's a business decision versus a technology and risk decision.
Lenders are now offering mixed models where they're funding themselves and syndicating, in which case the deal might go to a syndication desk because they want to maybe get some more fee income, or they just see if it's slim margins, they might just want to syndicate versus using their own cost of funds.
Getting historical data is also really important here. People using the probability of whether a deal has fit a lender historically on whether they send that deal in the future and actually use that to price transactions. You had that historical data set that gives you the confidence that the lender's actually going to buy the deal. So it takes out all that process of back and forth with the other lender through smarter integration patterns. I think the closest to this or do it most often are the people that know how to set up vendor programs around specific asset classes and just have a good box for what their deals and pricing are going to be ahead of time. So it's pre-negotiated. I'm surprised that we don't see more of that in the industry because like everybody for the most part does vendor business. So I'd say it's the most common origination channel that we see, but it's pretty rare that lenders think about building out a true vendor program for the dealers they work with.
Ones that really seem to be in the hyperscale mode are the ones that have figured out how to structure these finance programs, negotiate it directly with the vendors or dealers, and really kind of make some commitments, right? They're making commitments on service level agreements, which a lot of times is automation. Volume that you're taking from a trusted source hopefully will offset some of that risk.
So you've got technology. You've probably had it for a while. What David and Kristian are really saying is that the business model has to catch up to it first with vendor programs, syndication strategy, and historical data. That's what makes pulling the trigger on auto approvals actually feel possible. Head to Northteq.com and we'll see you next Tuesday. Thanks for watching Tech Tuesday. You can watch the full webinar for more credit automation insights or visit Northteq.com to see how we're helping lenders put these ideas into practice. See you next week.